Hi everyone, welcome to our Four Queens. Hope you're doing well on this, I can't say second, isn't it? 2nd of January. Yesterday was interesting and today's even more interesting. I was just in reflection, I'd done my prayers and everything, had a bit of a purge as well because there's a lot going on and I can feel a lot of everybody's energy at the minute. And obviously I'm trying to do so much and keep cleansed and stuff. And obviously more revelations come out as and when, you know, things happen. So obviously not only are we fighting, welcome to my spiritual channel, all things spiritual in terms of the things that you don't see and the things they don't want you to know about, spiritual warfare, the reasons why I believe prayer is so important, because when you can't get the support on the physical, you have to look at the spiritual, which is why faith is really important. Obviously, you know, I'm a seer, so I see things that probably people don't see, gift from God. And I also obviously do tarot as well. Now, a lot of people might not like that, but, you know, I believe that, you know, we've got our gifts to use them to the benefit of others, and that's what they're there for. So obviously there's a few things that have been going on with me. My hair's got very, very dry. And obviously I've made the point that, you know, people are using energy weapons, and when you ascend there's like a sound that you hear, and you can hear the ascension sound. It's very hard to explain, but this is not that. This is definitely, I can hear the equipment. And why do I say that? It's obviously attacking my skin, it's obviously attacking my DNA, and it's obviously attacking my hair follicles, because obviously, you know, my hair is so dry and it doesn't matter how much water I drink, and as you can see there as well. So whoever has decided to sell me down that river, and obviously whoever's decided that that's what you're doing, I would reconsider it, because obviously, and the reason why I say that is because as I'm sitting there trying to do work, I've got this vibration, this constant vibration, and I just sat there, and I sat there for a bit. I mean, I think, you know, intuitively I know what it is. You know, there's a lot of people around as well, but, and obviously you're in a caravan, so it's a little bit different to a house, but the vibration is still the same. So anyway, I was sitting there and I was like sitting there, and I thought, right, you know, I'm going to ask the question. So I know, and if you look up some of my earlier recordings, I said there was a particular piece where I was standing in dream state and the buildings were blowing up left, right and centre. Now, you know, we are in 2025, and if I didn't say at the beginning, Happy New Year to everyone. Sorry, I jump straight in sometimes because there's so much being said, I have to get it all out. And I did say that there was all these buildings blown up. Now, there's twofold to that. We know that, you know, the matrix, if that's what you want to call it, or, you know, corporate, everything is just being decentralised from the centralised position. So there's a lot of power position moving at the minute. And obviously as we move into our own worlds, there's obviously this power position, same scenario, just on a different level in terms of, you know, the divine connections and things like that. And obviously people throwing out, you know, dark magic, and then obviously using technology as well, to sort of like, you know, come at people. So I asked the cards what was going on, because I just thought, you know, I was sitting there and I was trying to type and I was bouncing, and I was thinking, this is getting crazy. I've had to have the heating checked twice. And, you know, I think for me, you know, take this as you find it, I just think that it's crazy that, you know, that, and this isn't a judgment, it's just an observation more than anything, that people have no respect anymore or concept of what they're putting out, and it's like to whoever and whoever they may affect around. And I was hoping that 2025 would change that. You know, obviously, you know, karma is, what is karma? Karma's a mirror of everything you've done, isn't it? So basically, you know, all it is giving back what you've done, and how, and supposedly helping you to reflect so that you don't do it again. It's not necessarily a punishment, it's more of a lesson, a karmic lesson, to say this is a pattern that you keep repeating. You need to go through it again to understand it. And it's no different than wanting to take on a divine feminine's essence but not actually do the work as a divine feminine. Because if you want to be me, what the universe will do is they'll say, okay, you want to be that, you want to pretend to be that, this is everything that they went through, divine masculine and divine feminine. This is everything they went through to be able to get to where they are. So every challenge that I had as karma and every challenge that somebody else put in my path to block me and stop me, that is what you will go through. So from my heart, I'm saying, be mindful in what you're trying to get out of it and you're trying to do, because like I said before, the fight isn't with me. You're fighting the universe trying to balance itself. Now, another part to this as well, and I was watching Lee Harris. If anyone's interested in energy, he's really good to watch. And obviously, there's a lot of things going on, and he did say that January will be very chaotic. Which I believe it is, but I was hoping to be a bit more quieter, if I'm honest. Hey ho, it is what it is. So, and then there's another one, and I put her name in there. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She was talking around the fact that Pluto is entering Aquarius, but it's going to be there for like till 2044. So obviously, there's going to be 20 years in that. So it's about getting our houses in order now. I think because a lot of us awoken and took the call in and got a little bit of our balance and our recalibration and ascension, I know a lot of us they tried to pull us back with a lot of distractions and things like that, and obviously energy weapons and things like that and spell work, but a lot of us managed to get to that place of like maintaining, whereas I think what's happening in the other element, they didn't do the memo work, and therefore there's just so much chaos, and it's just a lot of projection. So there's a lot of energy being projected out, and it could be spell work and obviously energy weapons as well. There's a lot of energy being projected out because one, they don't want the divine connections to come together and they want to still continue to block and control, but also I think it's because they can't transmute the energy themselves, whereas we transmute the energy. That's my opinion. If somebody thinks that there's something different, then please feel free to put your comments in, and we can all start a conversation around how we see it. Mainly for me, I would like to think that they would just take a reflection and just take a step back, because for me, and I've said it on an earlier one, there's energy coming back anyway from everything that was ever done. And I think on an earlier one I said, in some cases people have got 40 years worth of energy coming back, and then all this other energy that they've been putting out, thinking that they can still continue to operate on the same pattern. But we're not in the era of Pisces, we're in Aquarius. So when you put it out in Aquarius, it comes back faster. Whereas Piscean, it was like 20 odd years, you could get away with it. So there's like old energy coming at you, new energy coming at you, and all you're trying to do is bounce it back out again. But then what's happening is, as you're trying to put it out to us, the universe is just batting it back like tennis, because they're saying, no, it's your energy. So the more you try and come at me or the collective, the more they're going to hit it back to you straight away, like a tennis match. So for me, I'm just trying to sort of say, be mindful what you're doing, because it's energy, and this is a fight with the spiritual realm, and this is a fight with the universe, because the universe wants what it wants, and it wants the balance, and so does God. If you believe in God energy and Jesus, that they want what they want, and so therefore they are pushing back every time you push back. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure it does to some people. Anyway, I asked the cards. Now, own this story as you see fit. I feel like I've not said any names. I've not said who it is, who it isn't, but obviously it's hit a chord with a few people. So, but also what it has done is woken up a few people as well who got caught up, the innocent got caught up in some nefarious behaviour and some nefarious lies. On their part, they didn't validate and they didn't look into it and see if it was fact over fiction. But at the same time, I'm glad that I've woken you up, and I'm glad that, whatever you choose to do with that is up to you. If you want to get a little bit more balance in light and dark, then I'm here to help you, of course. But I am glad that it's actually awoken a few people as well to the fact that, you know, don't just take on merit what someone says, do your own work as well. And as we move into Aquarius, we're going to find that people are going to start doing a lot more of that, rather than listening to the news and things like that. They're going to go away and they're going to do their own research, and I think that's good, because, you know, I set this channel up and I always said I have no problem with you operating in the dark, just be honest about it. But also, I'm here to give people choice. I don't want to dictate to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's your life, you do what you want. However, you shouldn't be trying to dictate somebody else's and control somebody else's either, because we're all in our own path, on our own journey, and you know, that's life. So let me jump into the cards, because I wanted to understand what was going on, and it's like there's just so much coming at me at the minute. So they were working on a new beginning with the family, lover, who was in the King of Swords family, I believe, or it was the King of Swords, who was a Knight of Pentacles. They're heartbroken because they regret taking the cup. Now, we say this all the time, don't we? Regret, remorse, or is it because it's all come out and karma's in play? You know, only they know the answer to that. But they regret taking the cup because it was because of all the illusions, but also the Queen in the collaboration or in the court, the Empress, who was in reverse, remember, created more illusions and was secretive about the abuse that she was putting out to me, you know, trying to cause the death to facilitate what was said in the past. And obviously got a whole load of people over different timelines to get involved in it for money, obviously. But obviously those people probably didn't realise at the time, you know, oh yeah, I can get a load of money and I just do this, but probably didn't realise that it's going to come back to you at some point. And, you know, that's karma, isn't it? I said, you know, we have to face our karma in this lifetime. So, so the police moved forward and took action because obviously they found out that someone was trying to abuse and trying to do death magic as well, or you know, attempted M, isn't it? So they took action and they're now fighting the magician, who is obviously the Empress in reverse. So they're now fighting the magician who had a tower. So obviously that's why I can feel all the bouncing, because it's probably happening in real time now. You know, a lot of stuff that was done, they did a lot of stuff on the 3D before they did it in the 5D. They did it the wrong way around, like coming to my house and stuff like that, and then trying to do it in the 5D. Well, obviously it's as above, so below. So whoever was trying to do it didn't really do their research. So normally things happen in the 5D and then they manifest in the 3D. So it's all gone back to front, which is why I think I can see and sense it a little bit more, and I think a lot more people can see things and sense stuff more because it's all been done back to front. So anyway, they had a tower, they took a leap of faith, waiting for the inevitable. Now that's a card of betrayal, but obviously I think, you know, if someone puts out death magic, I think we know what that's trying to say, don't we, really? Now everyone's in regret, but they're also in regret because of the magic they did against me and my house. Remember, they put candles and all sorts outside it. The King of Pentacles lied And now all the lies start to come out now, because obviously there was police investigation and stuff. He rushed in. So he rushed in, Knight of Cups, rushed in to a marriage with the Emperor's child. Now, I say child, the card is depicting somebody that's maybe not as mature, maybe, I don't know. But also remember, there was a divine connection with me when I was younger. It was written already, so that's why the child card's there. It's not saying they got married to a child, obviously, but you know, you take it as you resonate with your story. But so that happened. Because there was healing, because the child healed, obviously. They were trying to hold on. Now, hold on to money, and we'll explain that in a minute, or just hold on to energy, because obviously energy is just as powerful as money, isn't it? Especially when the portals close and cycles close, people want to hold on to your energy, because whatever they were doing, they can still continue to do it. And so obviously the cycle closed, but what they were trying to do with all this hoodoo voodoo stuff, they were trying to keep the cycle open. The Queen of Swords, who's the Queen of Swords actually in reverse, remember? The Queen of Swords did go within. About the Dark High Priestess. Now that's the one that obviously at very, very beginning, who was creating all these illusions. About the Dark High Priestess trap, you know, obviously to try and trap me and others. Not just me, but there are others that they try to do it to as well. The trap. They're under judgment, but I think we know that, and that's why there's all this energy being projected out, and what's just happening is it's just like a tennis match with the universe. So they're under judgment because a message got stuck that came from the King of Cups. So the King of Cups sent a message, but it got stuck or blocked, one of the two. Now everyone's burdened because of the truth around the past. Get this out now without dropping it. Around the past, Ten of Pentacles. So the truth around the past, Ten of Pentacles, came to light, didn't it? And also there was a fishy cup. The Star had a fishy cup for an Ace of Pentacles, which obviously kicked off the world, didn't it? Which was actually karma. So a lot of people, like I say, didn't validate a lot of stuff, walked into karma thinking they were going to get some pentacles, and actually walked into karma. And obviously there's a lot of energy being bounted around all over the place because people aren't happy with what they got sold. I mean, maybe some people did get a little bit anyway, I don't know. Because the Queen of Cups, the single Queen of Cups, who is a match to the King of Cups, but obviously he used his free will. The single Queen of Cups got breadcrumbed and juggled, because obviously she was part of the, she should have been part of the Ten of Pentacles, which was part of the divine connection. Everyone's angry, but like I said yesterday, a lot of people have dropped their swords now, but people are angry, and you know, it's just not, and you can see, look at the sky. I mean, I think the sky depicts pretty much what's going on at the minute. Everyone's just throwing stuff out at the minute, and you know, they say sometimes there's no honour among thieves, so they're probably doing it between themselves as well. So everyone's angry because of the strength of the Queen of Cups, who's single, and she got balanced because she healed. Justice stepped in. Everybody celebrated Everyone's celebrated. The Ace of Cups. But then they realised the Queen of Pentacles was actually the devil, or has got devil behaviour. You know, either or, take it as you find it. With what's going on at the minute, I would say there's a bit of both there. And so everyone tried to get to calmer waters, because obviously everything that came out, because 2024, that's what it was all about. Everything that came out. Now they're all stressed. I mean, it's pretty same story. I was hoping to get something different, but now they're all stressed and they're out in the cold because everyone took action, but the world, remember, one person attacked by the masses, mass hysteria, but now the world, knowing the truth, has walked away. And he's in reflection, because it wasted all those years, see all those pentacles, it wasted all those years trying to block the victory and balance of the Two of Cups, wish fulfillment between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, also the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, because obviously you embody all four suites, all suits of the tarot when you've healed. But also they're under judgment for all the greed as well. But what the world was trying to do was block it, and everyone was watching, which is probably why I get followed left, right and centre, watching to see, you know, and also in my systems and who's talking to who and who's doing what. But, you know, I surrender it to God and the ancestors, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. And like I said before, the cycle's closed. So I understand, you know, I try to understand, you know, but take it up with God. It's His will, not mine. So and what will be. So I just think, you know, I had hoped that it would be a different recording today, but I will use the old thumbnail. I still need to put that that scripture in the other one. I forgot to do that yesterday, but yeah, so hopefully we can move forward into a more healing modality and more awakening. I will start to do a little bit from a book as well, so you know, watch out for that, and you know, take it easy and have a great evening. And I've recorded it because it needs to be documented. That's what they kept saying, you need to put it on, you need to put it on, you need to put it on. So I jumped up and I thought, right, I'll get it on here now. Hopefully you'll all see it anyway, because yeah, I think when you start doing stuff in the 3D, it gets a bit, you know, especially when there are other people around as well, you need to be more mindful. But hey ho, it is what it is, and I know that people are being watched anyway, and maybe that's what most of the anxiety is. But anyway, I love yous and leave yous, sending you loads of light for 2025, sending you much love, and I'm sending you healing and peace and harmony, and have a nice evening. See you later. Bye.